In her responses, the Minister repeatedly conflates disagreement with this report with misrepresentation or not having read the report. So let's draw a line under that. We have read it, but know that institutional racism is still felt across every single area of the UK, and that there is no new story to tell about slavery and colonialism. The Minister may disagree, but does she at least recognise and understand why people, more specifically the people that this report is about, overwhelmingly see this report as steeped in denial, and why it is viewed as a complete insult to those who have been the victims of institutional racism, like Black women who are 4 times more likely to die in pregnancy and childbirth? Does the Minister recognise that denial is a core mechanism of institutional racism? And can the Minister explain just how exactly she plans to push ahead with this report when it is so widely rejected by those that it impacts?
Mr. Deputy Speaker, what I would say to the Honourable Lady is that if she reads beyond The Guardian and perhaps statements on the Morning Star, she will realise that actually the report has been welcomed by many organisations, not just the Equality and Human Rights Commission, but in fact even the Royal College of Physicians and many more. I'm not here to reel out who supports the government. I think it's very interesting that she says, I confuse disagreement with divisiveness. It was her colleague who just stood up there and called people racial gatekeepers. I wonder if she agrees with that comment. That is unbelievably divisive rhetoric. And what I would say to her is that she does not speak for all ethnic minorities. Ethnic minorities are not uniquely left-wing, and to claim that a report about Black and brown people can only talk about issues from her perspective completely ignores the fact that there are many of us of various skin colours. She can see my face. She knows I am a Black woman just like her. We disagree. And I think she raises the point about maternal health. I'd like to take the opportunity to make this point, Mr. Deputy Speaker. In a debate on the 11th of March, the member for Streatham said that 1 in 4 Black women dies in childbirth. This statistic, which thankfully she has now corrected, is completely wrong. The figure is not 25% of Black women. The actual figure is 0.034%. It is a very confusing statistic because we often represent the numbers in terms of numbers per 800,000. But what I have been doing is working on maternal health. I've spoken to the Chief Midwifery Officer. I've spoken to Dame Donna Kinnear, the head of the Royal College of Nursing. We've had conversations. We in government have had conversations. They all accept that because the numbers are so small, that it will often be very hard to target effectively, but that doesn't mean we will not try. And we do have a maternal health strategy, which I know she has seen, and I wish for once she would actually acknowledge the work that government has done, rather than repeating false statistics and pretending that nothing is happening when that is far from the truth.